Yo guys, do you have any idea what game this is? Check this out.
Ready to kill.
This ARPG is called Dragonkin the Banished, as I'm sure you saw by the title. It is an extremely good ARPG. I kinda cast it aside when I first saw it, just thinking it looked like some kind of new slop. But man, has it grabbed my attention. The builds are super cool. The customization is amazing. You can make your build very crazy and min-max quite a lot. There's a ton of synergies with the mechanics, and it's just really well thought out, honestly. I'm gonna get into that here in a second. If you're at all interested in what you're seeing in the gameplay, please go check this out on Steam. This build got me through the game within a couple days, and it was all content on the second hardest difficulty. The only reason I didn't do the hardest difficulty was because you kind of can't without some gear. It's extremely difficult, almost impossible. But once you get a decent set of gear going, you can definitely handle it and start doing apocalypse difficulty like I am now. This gameplay can be oh so satisfying. This is what the endgame chaos maps look like. They can be very challenging on the hardest difficulty. You need quite a strong character. Lots of mobility. So I'm about to show you guys one of the 5 bosses, and if you like this and want this game, we're gonna get into a guide of how to get through the game and all the different mechanics in it to look out for and do. I hope you guys enjoy this.
Ready to kill. I can't anymore. My blades are ready. Catching my breath. Your marks the best. Not yet. Ready to kill. Catching my breath. breath. This one is marked. Ready to kill. My blades are ready. Getting ready. This one is marked. My strength fails me.
Alright guys, so you like what you saw? You decide to get the game. Where do you begin? First, just pick a class that sounds cool to you. Don't worry too much about what's good. Just pick a class that looks cool and start doing your campaign storyline. It'll be this like gold markered quest. Continue through it to level 50. Once you beat all the bosses, you'll reach endgame. It's pretty straightforward. One of the main things you're going to want to pay attention to while leveling though, it's a big world, and when you're in any of these zones, they're treated like maps, and within these maps, there's going to be very specific things you can get from exploring the maps that will level up your city. Your city has a bunch of different upgrades and crafting options and things it can do for you. That being, you can craft rings, you can ornament your gear, you can put draconic mods from gear onto your main equipped gear through the artificer. Memorial list allows you to put skill upgrades on your gear, but there's a bunch to do here and upgrade. So what you want to do to get that city XP, you're going to want to explore your maps and look for little glowing black and gold circles. They will be relics. After you find one, it'll look like this on your map. That will give you city XP, and these will give you city XP. You'll see these on your mini-map while you're exploring. These are called panoramas. They reveal a portion of the map for you, and they also give you city XP. Now, something to note when you're leveling your city is you're going to want to first upgrade anything that unlocks new crafting options or things like this. Allows you to manage your wormlings, the ultimate weapon, blah blah blah. See how I ignore the experience gain in some of these? You unlock the first one here, but you don't really need the others. What you really want to get is the unlocks first, and the increased size of ancestral grid up to mythic rings. You want the boosts and percent increased stuff earned like gold earned. You want this stuff to come like around endgame is really when you need it. Stuff like this, not really necessary right now. I've played the whole game without any of that. More important is going to be crafting. So just keep that in mind. Crafting and unlocks. Builds in this game are really cool. There's a lot to them. First off, a perfect piece of gear is going to be a mythical divine. Divine makes it so that one of the mods randomly is boosted, and then you're gonna draconic that item, which is adding these 3 purple modifiers at the bottom, 2 positive, 1 negative. You're gonna add that to your mythical divine item, and then once you have a full set, you're pretty much geared up. I'm almost maxed out, not fully. As you can see, we only have 1 divine mythic, and it's not even draconic yet. You have to have the same equipment type, so it has to be a draconic piece of gloves with the mod you want, and then you can slot them on. And yeah, there is gear enchanting, but you can only craft one of the mods repeatedly, and you have to unlock the repeated craft. The skill system is very interesting. As you can see, my main skill is Treacherous Rain, and it's supported by all of these green supports. The blue highlighted ones are ones that would affect it if it was touching one of these sides of these hexagons. This system I love a lot. You can slot in minion abilities, so your dragon does abilities as well as you, and they can be supported by the supports near them, as you can see. And this is a really, really good system because it allows you to change this around a lot and find multiple upgrades as you continue to get better and better versions of these modifiers. So like you can get mythic versions of these, which I've only just started getting, and I don't have any that I like. So I've just been trying to get stuff like this to put on my gear for now. See how you have the +3, +6 at the bottom there? So that's something you can do to boost your skill further. And we're currently at a 108 effective power with this skill. And the cool thing about this is whichever element dragon you pick, like fire, cold, lightning, and toxic, once you've supported the skill to rank 4, which is 15 support power, your skill will gain the modifiers of that dragon. So like mine all have poison attacks now. So I'm a big damage over time build. That's my whole thing. Lots of rapid hits per second. You can see how the skill is supported. There's just a crap load of variety here. There's also stats, so attributes, and you get different modifiers once you hit certain thresholds. So this further boosts your build and makes it more unique depending on what choices you make. There's talents, which you can get on gear, as well as from your Grand Benedictor. You can pick a couple that you get 3 for free. You can also boost your skills from here with certain supports that, you can remove from your other hexagons, or you can just boost one to the max like this. This says it's not working, but when I check the skill here, it clearly is. See the +5 there on the toxic damage? Here, I'll put it at the top. See that? 13 +5. So that means this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is actually working. So talents are interesting. They give you very specific modifiers. Think of these kind of like unique items, but any item can have them as long as it's legendary or mythic. You can get them on more than just gear. Your dragon can also get a certain one, so mine has elemental discharge. The wyverns, or wormlings, or whatever you want to call these, this is a cool system as well. It's basically like a pet, but you can boost it. You give it a piece of armor that gives you an extra passive boost and an active talent. And they also give you boosts with their attributes. So as you can see, you get a bunch of stats from which one you picked. Mine's toxic. And then you get all these different modifiers depending on the thresholds you meet. I love this system, it's very strong. Last but not least is the ancestors, and the ancestors kind of work in a weird way where you activate them by slotting these in. These are tributes. You earn these from the second to last end game, which is this table of maps. You're just gonna go through and look for the ones you need. I didn't unlock everything. I didn't need everything. I just got the ones I needed. I went with the toxic damage tribute, and once you level it to level 20 by clicking on it, you start leveling it. See how it gets the candles. So you'll level this one up, max level's 20. It gives you plus 20% on that stat, and you need to match the 4 modifiers here to your tribute wall. So you can get multiple tributes activated in one build. I have this one for move speed and character can't be killed by damage over time and reflexes. This is huge. It also gives bonus reflex. I just gotta level it to 20. This one I'm still leveling, and this one gives barrier. It increases our damage, but also our damage taken. And then when our barrier is full and we receive damage, we explode. Once this is maxed, this is gonna be really cool. I wanted lots of explosions and damage on this build, tons of damage over time possibilities. This seems like the perfect setup. And the toxic damage guy gives us, upon dodging, we throw down an adaptive damage field. That's extra damage over time, plus we get a potion and dodge charge. This is huge for survivability and mobility, so we're gonna finish leveling that. But yeah, this system is very cool. I love how the builds work. There's just tons of min-maxing. The itemization is really good in this game. Next big thing you're gonna want to take note of is the loot filters are all made in game, and I'm not sure how the system works itself. I believe the top gets priority, not the bottom. I designed mine so I can get what I'm looking for specifically, and everything else gets converted to potential for the Grand Benedictor, or gold if my max potential's reached. This is super handy. You definitely want to set this up for both fragments that you don't need or equipment as well. Something similar to mine would be handy. If I were you, I would try something like this. Although you're going to want to set your specific modifiers and hexagon skills to what you need for your build. So back to this table. This is the second to last endgame, and you're going to want to finish all of the maps. As you can see, there's quite a few. You don't have to complete all of these, because like I said, you won't need every tribute, and you might not care about getting like biomes. I ended up getting them because chaos hunts are the final endgame. It's 5 maps in total, 8 runs each to get to the boss run. If I were you, I would go for your tribute first, the ones that you want for your specific tribute combination. Gift customization and permanent bonuses like this, resistances, move speed, crit chance, there's stuff like that all over these. You can also unlock rules. I recommend getting that for your chaos hunt, but do those last. Permanent move speed bonus. As you can see, you definitely want to go for certain things first and then pick up the rest later if you really need it. Now for the final end game, there's 4 different types. Champion hunts are like a bunch of random quests in a map with a final fight at the end. You can juice your maps through these Draconic Fate cards. This is the true endgame. I haven't seen anything further than this. And this is really just about farming for final materials, gear, Draconic items, Divine Mythic items, better skill slots, stuff like that. The endgame's really just min-maxing. That's all it's about. I like it a lot. I would like more to it eventually, because there's not a lot of classes in the game. There's only 4. Hopefully they add more. I have no idea what the future entails for this game though. Dragon Lord hunts are similar to champion hunts, but at the end you fight one of those boss dragons, one of the 5 end bosses. Dungeon purification is like champion hunts, but at the end you're clearing a breach, which is just a bunch of waves of enemies spawn and you just hold the fort while the timer ticks down. And test of will is an arena mode that lets you fight waves of enemies, and it's almost roguelike in the sense that you get random modifiers every few runs that can change the way that either you do damage or just how the run works. You'll see it when you set it up and try it. I'm not going to here. I want to leave a lot for you guys to explore and see for yourself. I really hope you guys like this video. I love this game. So far it's been amazing. I've only played this one character. I plan to do others in my free time at least. If you guys want build videos, let me know by leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. This is my Poison Rain of Arrows build. I plan to make the mage next and work on something for that. So if the build video does well and gets a bunch of likes, there will be more content. Assuming those also get more likes, I'll keep going. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys like this game and give it a shot. I think anyone that likes ARPGs will love this game a lot. Trust me. Please try it. I'm not sponsored in any way, I just really enjoy it and I want to see the devs do more with it. So hopefully more popularity will make it do more. See ya.